Christy and Mike. Can they pin down the treasure? They just might. Tune in to find out Monday nights.
Okay, everybody. Today is Monday, May 24th. And here we are, open phone lines. Somebody in the chat said, does that mean they have nothing else to talk about? No, it means we want your opinion on what's going on. How are you, Christy?
I'm good. And we might have some new controversy from some people. And so, when it happens, we're going to bring it to you. But we wanted to talk to you guys.
New controversy? No, us? No.
All the time. And just some new updates. Jack only talks pretty much on the underground. So some people have been sending me different emails and it looks like stuff's happening. So and I've got there that Mike can share it. So that's how he rolls.
Hi, Jen. It's Monday night. What else are you going to do? We got a long ways to go before football starts. And when football starts, maybe we switch the show. We'll see. We'll see. Are there real names, Christy and Mike? We don't know. Is your name Copper Dan? Yeah, thanks everybody for those super chats last time. Dan, you had the biggest one of all. And yes, I botched your question a little bit. So I apologize.
Yeah.
But super chat is on tonight. But we're going to do the phone lines and make sure you guys thumbs up. We already have 12 thumbs up. Dog, go away. That's dog. Go lay down. So, yeah, call in. Yeah. But I am going to say this, everybody. I just have the right just to cut you off. We're not going to put up with any, and it may just be that, if you just talk too long, if you hear this noise,
bye.
That means you're done. See ya. It's kind of like the gong with a gong show. Me and K-Pro look at each other, and if she gives me the nod, then you got to go. So don't take it personal. We're going to have fun with it. I don't think K-Pro's interested in solves at all tonight, but give us your opinion. Dan's book, go through all the things we want people's opinions on. K-Pro.
Well, of course we have Dan's book.
Mm-hmm.
Dan's book. But we also have the 48 hours that has recently come out. So let me tell you a little bit about what's going on right now. And you can open the phone lines when we do this because I want your opinion. We still have the whole concept of Nudgegate. Toby actually was on 48 hours talking about Nudgegate, whether it was just solved in some way other than randomly that happened to be the day that Jack solved the poem and brought him the treasure chest. Now we have a new controversy, compliments of Copper Dan. We're calling it Scissorgate. So, on our show with Dan, they said, did you see the scissors? Because we didn't get to see them in the pictures. And Dan's like, gosh, I don't remember. Well, Dan went back through his inventory, which he did thoroughly. And he did, and he went back through his pictures. Scissors are not there. So Dan very nicely just emailed Jack and he reported that out on Amy's show. So we did ours on Thursday. Amy did hers on Sunday. So, and he said, I went back through everything. I don't know why it's not there, but it was not there. So Dan then went and emailed and said, hey, the scissors are gone.
Copper Dan.
And Jack's response was, gosh, I might botch this. Nothing was removed from the chest. And usually Jack's a little bit more lengthy, but he was just very matter of fact. So Copper Dan, I may have checked in with Dan since we talked.
Uh-oh.
And Dan just said, I'm not saying they're missing or not. I'm just saying when I went through what I went through, they were not there. So he took everything out, inventoried everything. He's very thorough with his pictures, etc. I don't know. Can we just make sure not to tell 3D Bronze? Maybe 3D Bronze has them. I don't know.
Maybe he knows what happened to the scissors. He kept talking about those scissors last time. Maybe he realizes they weren't there. I don't know.
He has super chatted and talked about those scissors every single time. So I call him that Scissorgate. We can talk about that. Why are there things? Because Jack hasn't seen the chest since the first time. He hasn't had time. So did a lawyer take them? Are they removed? So I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. There is a new Jack Gets Mail that's going to be coming out. He has been emailing various searchers saying, can I use your email for an upcoming Jack Gets Mail? It'll be out on Medium. We'll be talking about it. The emails that I have seen that he's been focusing on are clarifying people that are still looking for the solve. But I bet you there's a couple of conversations about, things like this, 48 hours. I don't know, just saying. there is, I won't say controversy. There's a lot of discussion of where the rest of these pictures going to be seen. And Amy broke it in her interview. Dan is signed with a documentary. So
Oh, not Dan. Yeah, he
Dan.
signed too, huh?
Yeah.
This is Dan Barbarisi, not Copper Dan.
Yes.
Although Copper Dan can be signed with somebody too. You just never know.
You never know. They're a liability because they're so rusty, Sea Dog says. That is actually what I posted both on Thor, Hint of Riches, if you want to go discuss things. And we have so much activity there. It's crazy. Yeah, but the rusty key, it was left. So that doesn't make sense to me. But kind of makes sense what you're saying. I don't know. I don't get an email from Jack. I'll wait. Well, Gallatin, I heard if you email 100 times, he'll email you back. No, I'm just kidding. I don't get responses most of the time either. Okay.
Troy,
so
hello.
Okay, the phone lines are open. Keep going, K-Pro. But I did put the number in the chat. Give us a call. Don't get offended if I cut you off. But yeah, give us a call. Let us know what you think of this Thrill of the Chase. The ending, what your role in it was, what you think of Dan's book. What do you think of Scissorgate, Nudgegate?
okay, and then I have a few more. Okay, so a few weeks ago, Jamie let us know that she's not going to be able to organize Fembury. She asked if some people would step up and do it. And Mike and I said we would do it, but only from Vegas. It is hot here. I don't think it's ideal, but nobody else was responding. She really needed to make a decision. And I will tell you the rest of that right after this call.
Okay. Hello, K-Pro and Cal.
Yeah, is this the party with the scissors that are for sale?
That's what I hear. They're rusty. Is that okay?
Copper Dan.
Copper Dan in the house himself. What's up, Dan?
The one, the only.
Are you the guy that makes that copper stuff? I saw somebody in the chat said.
Nah, not me. I don't make anything.
So how you been?
Scissor, how did I get myself mixed up into this mess now?
Well, you emailed Jack. Apparently you get a response. So you got that going for you.
You know it.
Well,
you know
I was actually trying to buy the scissors. I figured if the scissors aren't in the chest, maybe he just got them. You know, I could throw a low ball offer. That's probably the only thing I'd be able to afford out of that treasure chest.
So basically, Jack said everything is in the chest. In other words, he didn't take them out, right?
Let me jump into my email here.
And I need you to respond to him. Maybe we should do it as a group of where are the damn scissors, Jack? And then put it in big bold letters and exclamations. And like, we want the truth. And like put in a clip from that one movie.
Oh, you're angry.
All right, sorry. These are all for the super chats that I missed last time. Go ahead, Kate.
Oh, okay, let's hear it, Dano.
The response I got said nothing has been removed.
Lucky Digger says FF took the scissors to cut the umbilical cord. Very good, Lucky Digger. Very good. So yeah, Jack's saying, hey, everything was there. I mean, I can't imagine one of the lawyers would have misplaced it or something. So
okay, so Jack's saying everything's there. Dan, I don't believe he would lie. He is saying, and I don't think Jack would lie about damn scissors. So there's some weird explanation. Like the lawyer took it out because it could continue to rust and he didn't want to harm the rest of the, I don't know.
The scissors were cut out. Good one, Backyard Barbecue.
Jack's probably called his attorney. He's like, where the fuck are the scissors, man?
Right.
What are you guys doing?
It's obviously a hint to something. Yeah. Well, could it have been in one of the bags? Didn't Dan say he didn't open up a particular bag?
No, he still inventoried everything. He just didn't take some things out of the bag. And Milan says he couldn't recall the scissors, not likely. If you had been an hour with that chest, you'd remember this. And I know what you're saying, but here's what I'm going to say. I think he didn't recall them, but he didn't want to say, nope, they weren't in there because that would cause Scissorgate. So he wanted to check. I think his first inkling was no, but he didn't want to say no because he knows every word is we focus on every word. So.
Copper Dan, did you see the 48 hours piece? Because I have not seen it yet. So you guys let us know what you think. What'd you think?
I don't know.
How'd Toby do?
I was surprised Toby come up with that he thinks Jack is, that he doesn't think the ending is clean. Let's just put it that way.
Right. That's Nudgegate.
So that did kind of surprise me coming out of Toby.
But Toby was into the conspiracy at the beginning. Remember his first his first theory was that like www.h.com or whatever it was, that was his first theory, is somebody sold it and then that website went down. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to watch it though. Everybody's saying get the CBS app and you can watch it for free. I think.
Yeah,
So I haven't seen it.
I
That's how you
even
watched it?
downloaded the CB. Yeah, and I do have to say, I was a little disappointed that they didn't bring in more of an equal representation
Yeah,
of the deaths.
I
Like
would-
they could have also
would-
said, and Yellowstone has this many deaths. What do you think, Dan?
So I got in in June, July of 18. So I missed a lot of what happened. So I knew there were deaths, but I didn't really research like who you hear little tidbits here and there. So when I read Dan's book and then watched the 48-hour piece, you really see it all. It's like, well, wow. I mean, a lot happened before I got in the chase.
Well, I was talking to somebody because during the Eric Ashby part, I know they brought up a little bit about, the friends panicked, etc. There's a little bit more to that story. There was an entire Eric's law that was tried to be put in legislation that, that travesty did not only happen because of the Forrest Fenn hunt. People watched him die and they didn't, and they actually tried to pass it into
Yeah, that's
law.
crazy. That
They
makes no
didn't
sense.
bring any of that up.
What kind of friends are those? They just
And nobody got charged because of that? Like,
Well, it's not against the law. So that's why the family tried
Really?
to put it into law. And that's a whole nother thing. And there's some not so nice reasons. And there was some things that I'm not going to say because Eric's passed, etc. But I would think an investigative report would bring both sides of it. It wasn't just this guy died, he died. No, he was with a group of people and they didn't turn him in. And there may have been some legality reasons of things going on that they didn't want to get caught with other things and all that. None of that came out. It was just Forrest Fenn was, bad.
So from most of the comments I've seen from searchers is all of them obviously feel bad that the deaths happened, but are also defending, this really wasn't Forrest's fault. I mean, how many deaths are there in Yellowstone every year?
That's right. And that wasn't even, I think, thoroughly discussed. And that was my only disappointment, is a little bit more of the even keel would be good. I don't know. So
so yeah, Hillary says you two look like the cover of Dan's book. Mike in the dark, Chris in the light. I understand that light situation going on here, everybody. The sun coming through our back window here is an issue. So actually those lights we have in the garage, I may have to try and put up here somehow.
we're still trying to
we're
like all unpacked except for the last few boxes, and you guys know how that goes.
Why can't we see you two together? Like, do we need to build you a set?
Yes, you come on down.
I'm actually questioning if you guys are even in the same space anymore. I mean, did a divorce happen? I mean, what? I'm going to start another conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Nah, she's upstairs. I'm downstairs. But yeah, that's actually an idea. Is we could probably do it from the same.
No, but here's the thing. There's an echo. There's and I actually needed my own command center because I am officially back to work. And so just to fight off divorce gate, I am making my way down.
Divorce gate.
I mean, come on, Shelly and Toby did this together. Well, come, what you guys aren't.
Who is that?
Hey, there it is.
Toby. I'm waiting for the bye.
You're right.
Hello?
Look, I bought a ticket to a train.
Well, and I think that's the difference between Mike and I and them. Mike has a full-time job. I have a full-time job. And both of us are now completely needing our computers all the time. So when he gets to his command center, his primary is working. When I get now to my new command center, that's how I am. And
we still have to set that shelf up. We have a lot of stuff we got to do.
A lot of stuff.
But yeah, now I have to go into work. It's just a lot of stuff's getting in the way. I haven't gone through my emails.
So,
you know how it is, Dan. You're busy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Lucky dog.
Yeah, I know. So,
Katie asked, did Jack ever confirm a word that is key? He said, yes, there wasn't one.
So no, he did not. Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
So what did this? Someone asked this earlier, and I answered it on Facebook. Did Jack just throw the stick out when he took the chest?
That's what he says. Is he just left it? He just got rid of it
God dang it.
because it blew in there like the Starbucks.
That guy,
cup.
I mean, if he could go back out there and get that, I mean, can you imagine us knuckleheaded searchers? We pay thousands of dollars for a stupid stick.
But
Yeah,
it's too dangerous
somebody
to go
would.
out there. It's too dangerous for you, Dan. That's what Jack says.
I refuse to answer the question.
I don't think
People
there
are-
was a question. There was just a really long stare with a pregnant pause.
People are criticizing Toby's suit in the 48 hours piece. I haven't
Oh,
seen
I thought he looked great. I thought he looked sharp.
You know,
triple OG Toby Eunice.
I wish they would pick some different searchers for these 48-hour for all these pieces. They seem like they go after the same searchers that have been doing this since 2013. Maybe some different points of view.
True. Full press says so. He did leave something behind. Yeah, that stick. I mean, the stick has got to have been blown away by now, but that
Yeah,
could be
exactly.
there. Go dog, go.
Yeah. Well, but I do have to give credit. Sasha does a really, really good media interview. The way that she talks and portrays, and I mean, but I do agree with you. Seeing there's so many different faces in this,
and that wasn't meant to put anybody down, because Sasha does represent us.
Yeah.
I would say well.
Yeah. And I knew you weren't saying it for that reason. Somebody was talking about, I'm so glad that Forrest true friends were on there. Yeah, because they did consult with Forrest for a while. Oh, that's right. They can't, I mean, it was just so silly. So I think some that do, well, Dan Barbarisi, he reached out to us. It was me, and I missed the email. So we were still included in the book, but we never got an interview, which was okay. But it is nice to see different names.
I think Dan did an excellent job at portraying us.
Yeah, I think it's a good
in
book.
general.
Yeah.
The 48 hours piece was, that was obviously skewed to more towards the deaths, which is fine. But like Christy said, you need to have some balance, have a little more both sides.
Right.
I thought there would be a lot more discussion on basically Nudgegate controversy, the ending. The reason this is coming out, the timing that it is because we have no resolution right now. We don't have, so I just thought it was going to be around that, and it wasn't. I mean, people are still searching, people are investigating things, and that's just not happening.
Well, so, I'm interested now with another Medium piece coming out. I hope Jack puts some stuff to rest. If he come out with just a little bit more, I think it would calm things a little bit. Honestly, I don't know. We will never go away. This will never end until.
Right. Well, I asked on the show about where's his line, and why did he put his line there? Because if he had some, I don't know, just a little bit more that we know he has, it would be easy to make some of the more sane searchers how Jack presented it to me was anybody that needs more evidence obviously is just kind of obsessed, and they're always going to be a conspiratist. And I'm like, no, do you know how many people, once we actually saw a picture of Forrest, started going, oh, it made the conspiracy bridge little by little fall. But as we start getting nothing again, it starts to bring it right back up. So,
yeah.
We're 2 weeks away from June 6th. We'll see if anything comes out. All right, Dan, people are saying you're taking up too much time.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Goodbye.
See you, Dan.
See you guys.
Thanks.
Scissorgate creator.
All right, tell us about Fembury.
Desert File and Amy have now said, the Hyde Park is gone. Jamie asked everybody she already canceled that, but it sounds like it's not going to be there anyway because of too much fire danger. So I don't know if they're going to move it to Colorado. I know they're talking. I went back to Desert File and told them, hey, I already put this up on Facebook. Some people asked, why are you making the announcement, not Jamie? Jamie asked me to. She's going through some stuff now. She didn't want to get into controversy and jerk searchers. And there's a couple of you out there, and people were even asking, why did you word it this way? And Jamie didn't want to have to deal with
jerk
that.
Searchers.
She's awesome. And so,
You got a super chat from 3D Bronze. He says, Jack, Dan, seriously? Hashtag Dan stole my scissors.
Yes.
Hey, 3D Bronze, maybe you should call in and tell us about Tell Me Who. But anybody, there's the number, everybody. Yeah, keep going.
So what is happening with Fembury? We have no idea. Right now, Desert File and Amy are talking. I know people are pushing me like, if it's going to be in Vegas, we need to know now and get arrangements, etc. I have to defer to them. I do think so. Then there's like, well, why don't we get several different events this summer? I think that's silly. Our community is smaller than ever because the treasure's been found. I think only one, or I'm only going to attend one. So I would only plan to be at one. So I'm going to kind of wait for them. I want to defer and make sure not to, step on toes and things.
Right.
And if you don't know about Vegas in August or September, it's hot as hell. So it's not ideal. We were just ready.
In the casino or in the pool, but yeah, I got
we were ready to step up if need be. If hopefully Desert File, wouldn't it be cool? Desert File did the first one, he did this one. It would
And
bring
he
it all
said
together.
it'd be nice to have one final get together. Did you just say that? Yeah, for people to kind of say goodbye, like one last Fenbury. And I think it makes sense. So if somebody steps up and plans it and gives out the info, that'd be great. I don't think me and Chris are going to be able to make it, unfortunately. But all we were saying is if Fenbury didn't happen, meaning there was not going to be a meetup, we could do one in Vegas, but we're not going to do both. So you guys figure out Fenbury, I guess. It's probably the best thing. Maybe.
Yeah, but we're here and available if you need us. That's all we were saying. So that's the Fenbury piece. Can you talk about, so Mike, this has come up and actually people are paying money for them to find the exact word. So do you want to discuss the wager on the state when your friend, your source was told? You go into that.
Yeah. First, we got the $5 super chat from Copper Dan. He says, for sale, slightly used scissors owned by Copper Dan. Starting bid $5 to help pay for this super chat. Get up here, dog. Okay, little dog. So, I get it confused. So I had a bet with a searcher that the treasure. See, now I'm even getting confused. I had a bet with a searcher.
Found in the state that he was searching it.
But see, I also had a bet with a searcher that wouldn't be found this year or last year, actually. That was one bet. Well, it was found last year. So I paid the searcher. But then we had another bet that it was the state. And I believe it was after the first bet was paid. Then it was like, okay, I bet you I know the state. And they did not have Wyoming. They had a different state. So, that's what it was. Yeah, now I remember the full bet, but I guess we're not going to go into everything. But anyway, they knew it was they thought it was in a certain state.
You can't say that. No. Give us the whole story, Mr. Man.
Well, no, the whole story is we had a bet where this searcher thought it was a state that wasn't Wyoming. And my bet was just, you're probably wrong. In other words, 1 out of 4 chances. I just said, you're probably wrong. I'll bet you it's not in your state if you're saying you'll bet it is. Well, when Forrest came out with Wyoming, this searcher emailed Forrest, was like, I had this bet with Cowlazars. I guess I got to pay up. And Forrest said, I wouldn't pay any bets. Now that could just mean Forrest saying I'm not a gambling man. Like I don't bet. I don't know. But Forrest said I wouldn't pay any bets. And then he said, nothing is as it seems, because this searcher really thought it was in another state. Now I think some people want to know what that state was. And that state was Montana. This searcher thought it was in Montana.
So let me ask you a couple questions now that I have you on the stand.
Hashtag Hegman Lake. No, I don't know where in Montana. They didn't go into their solve. I just know Montana.
I didn't ask that, sir.
Oh, go ahead.
Do you think this person is relatively close to Forrest? Did he have a relationship? It wasn't a random.
Yeah, I think so. In other words, there were a bunch of emails back and forth. This isn't just a random person that reached out to Forrest. They would email back and forth a lot, as Forrest would with a lot of people. So yeah, I could say yes to that question.
And you believe there's no reason that the searcher would make this up. You believe the searcher.
I don't think so. Yeah. I mean, why make it up? I believe him. Yeah.
And what do you believe based on that? Nothing is what it seems. Why do you believe that was the answer?
Oh, we had to cut K-Pro off. Sorry. No. Why did Forrest respond the way he did? Is that what you're saying?
Because of Nudgegate, right?
I don't know. I don't know. And
because it was actually found in Montana. Is that what
you got saying? It, David. Yeah, right. No, it was obviously found out right on the Montana Wyoming border. And obviously that's why there's no legal issue, because nobody can prove which state it was found in, right?
Nice.
No place for biddies.
Baloney, but nice. Let's put the.
I just totally made that up on the spot. I don't know. I don't know why Forrest said that. I don't know why Forrest said nothing as it seems. But haven't people kind of said that Forrest said it'll come out eventually? It's going to come out. Just wait. It'll come out. That's why June 6th. It would be apropos if Jack would release his Jack Gets Mail on June 6th, right? 1 year after he found it. So I wonder if that's what he's going to wait for. So I don't know. I'm waiting patiently, like everybody else, to find out what other info comes out. And if, maybe there's going to be a PowerPoint that explains things in the future. You never know what it could possibly be. We all have opinions. We all have the conspiracy theory bridge may be making a comeback. That's all I got to say, everybody. But
Well,
that'll be a
but
future
here's the
thing.
thing, and this is actually goes to the question that Lucky Digger just asked, but in my own way. I thought that
Mhm.
Cynthia had closure with the GPS solve. Did I imagine that? No, because I did, Justin did, and Cynthia did. Because with the best information we had,
And I
that
did.
was all genuine. We were all
Right.
jumping for joy. I didn't cry, but I was close. It was crazy how much we felt it. And I will say though, with the information we have from source turd, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say, source
But
turd, that
go
I
ahead.
don't have closure with that anymore. So the really cool part of where at least I'm at, I'm not going to talk for Cynthia. I am willing to put some things out there. Now I won't put them out as quickly. I'm doing a little bit more confirmation because then
Mhm.
it came out all the problems with it. The really cool part is I'm okay going down the wrong road, saying I was wrong. That was the best information I had. But gosh, with all of your help, we did it wrong. Let's go again and let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it. I know there's other channels that says once you said GPS, you're not allowed to be on the channel and say anything else. You're wrong. No, we can go back
Yeah.
and say. So I think it was genuine at the time. GPS is a great example because there might be a PowerPoint in the future and it might be totally wrong. But I'm being a lot more thoughtful with the source. I'm being a lot more thoughtful with asking the right questions. I'm showing it to Mike. He thinks I'm crazy. This one is crazy. So we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to see what comes of it. But I think it's okay to be wrong because the only way to get to right, it's like never. Mike's philosophy was never go boots on the ground until he had absolute solve perfect. I went boots on the ground a couple times because I went and failed and came back and said, okay, I can learn from it. So it's a little bit different of philosophy. Neither's wrong, but I'm going to throw some stuff out and you guys can say crazy K Pro because I know I am and that's okay.
Crazy K Pro.
Yeah. What do you think, Mike? What do you think?
I think you should keep doing your PowerPoints, and I think we should keep discussing different theories. I think we should do a show on all the seemingly coincidences in the poem. Try the wheel, WYMT, the GPS, that there's numbers in order, and they lead you right to Yellowstone. Some of the anagrams that are in the lines in the poem they're kind of perfect anagrams that fit an actual search area. I mean, are all these random things, or is it intentional? Is it was Forrest a master puzzle maker and all this was somehow intentional that we were supposed to figure out? I don't know. I get swayed both ways, to tell you the truth. Yeah, but yeah, it's good to talk about it though.
I would really like him to come out to a searcher event and have him and let Cynthia and I would like to introduce them and have the video camera on when that happens. Because you have to remember too, some sources, when they give you the information and there's shenanigans behind it, not that it's huge, but it costs a couple $1,000s to get up there, rent a hotel, all of the stuff around that, and all for what? You guys get to call it silly. And it may just, I still like the idea of the GPS solve because then it is exact. But I discard source turd and you know who you are.
Texas James says the community will identify the solution once the location is known. That's true. If just a solution came out, people would figure out the 9 clues. 3D Bronze says, did you get a chance to read Tell Me Who yet? I have not. I still haven't read it. I think you'll really like it, even if for nothing else, the story is great. This Memorial Day weekend, I'm going to read Tell Me Who, 3D Bronze. I may even solve it. You never know.
He said it.
Backyard Barbecue says, what anagrams can you share? All right, we'll get into that. Yeah.
Well, I have heard that is the hunt for me. You know what? Hey, Mike, hot date, me and you out at the pool, and I'll bring and read. What is it? Tell Me Who.
Oh, Tell Me Who. Yeah,
me and you, baby.
So here, let me put the phone number once again. Let me make sure I got the right number because I have given the wrong. I give you everybody Dan's number. I've done that before, actually. Hang on, we got some stuff.
Give out Dan's number. Okay. Oh, that was nice. Mark says, I think Mike and you did a 10 times better job than 48 hours. I think we know the community super, super well. And that's the difference. Like a lot of people really like the interview with Forrest. Yeah, because if you're a searcher, you're going to ask a whole different set of questions than if you're not a searcher. So thank you guys. We try. And if we do it wrong, I'm okay to say I was wrong. You know how many solves I've been wrong? I was wrong at Lake Heron. I was wrong at Ojo Caliente. I was wrong at Nez Perce. Maybe not though. You don't know. Uh-oh, what just happened?
No, for some reason we're not getting the calls. That was me
Oh.
calling in right now. So hang on a minute. This happens every time we do this for some reason.
Frank Gates says an opinion on the Sandow case.
That's me. Okay.
Okay.
You did test it. Okay.
Okay.
All right, everybody, call in if you want to.
So the Sandow case seems they either need to fully commit or not, because they asked for, in a unique circumstance, a civil case. We'll come back to this.
Yeah. Okay, Pro Cow, who do we got?
Oh man, this is awesome. Am I live?
You are
Got
live.
3D Bronze.
Hey, what's going
It's
on?
3D bronze.
Tell me
What's up,
who,
guys?
3D Bronze. Tell me who.
Oh man. I wish somebody really would. First thing I gotta talk about are these scissors.
Yeah, what is
I
up
am-
with you and the
I am so
scissors?
sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I mean it's like now I know how K-Pro felt when that package got lost from Santa Fe.
Oh,
I'm beginning to think the scissors were in that box.
what box?
The one coming to
The box that
me.
got lost from Santa Fe.
Oh, geez. Wouldn't that be? Because somebody's trying to tell K-Pro to cut it out with the show. Yeah, that'd
probably.
be funny. Oh.
Cut down that conspiracy.
And you know what? I heard the note said, next time there's a super chat, tell 3D Bronze something's coming in the mail. It was for you.
Oh.
Well, what if Forrest took the scissors? What if in that room, Forrest was like, what are these in here for? This isn't like treasure, part of the treasure. And he just put it
Because
in
we
his pocket.
trust Jack, and Jack has said nothing is
You know
missing
what?
out of the
Oh,
chest.
I see.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I think someone just wrote a book and they're like, I'd like a little souvenir to go along with my new book. here."
Nah,
No,
Dan
I'm
put 'em
just
in his
kidding.
pocket.
I don't think anyone took them.
I mean,
They're probably sitting in the lawyer's little cup with all his pens and everything right there. You know what I mean?
right? And you're going to see them on
How'd those get
eBay.
in there?
I got a
Yeah,
pair of
well,
rusty
he probably
scissors
didn't
I can put on
realize.
eBay.
Oh my goodness.
But,
You know what? There's going to be, I believe there's going to be a logical explanation in the vault where I think it's in some sort of a safety deposit box. It was sitting in the safety deposit box, just not in the chest. I don't know. They will surface, I think.
Yeah,
So-
I hope so. Because
So-
you know what? I really just need some good pair of scissors, And come on, Jack. Come on, Jack.
Something tells me
man.
maybe this
Help me
pair of
out.
scissors is a hint to your tell me who, which I haven't read yet, unfortunately, but I'm going
You know
to.
what? Yeah, it's very okay. So let's talk about Tell Me Who. It's really easy, and I'll just give my 30 seconds to go.
All right.
Tell Me Who is written. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not even kidding. This is not a joke. This is the honest truth. When I wrote this, I had one person in mind to work on it, and that's K-Pro.
Uh-oh. You got to
I
read it,
made
K-Pro.
Breaking news.
K-Pro's always talking about how, I tried this puzzle or treasure hunt and it's not my style, it's not my thing, and I don't like all this and that. This I created this because I wanted K-Pro to work on it.
Oh,
And I wanted her to have fun, and I wanted to make it where it's something that she could solve. And
it has to be really
totally
dumb. So why
solved
isn't it solved by like a bobbin? I'm not that smart.
Looks like
Why
a
is it
clue type thing. I'm looking at it
I
right
don't
now, 3D
know.
Bronze. I'm showing it on the show.
I think people
Mr.
are
X.
overthinking it. I
bobbin?
think
Okay,
The
we gotta
butler. This
just
is
up, I
print
think
that out.
just up K-Pro's
the
alley.
detective, Anna the
Oh.
caregiver. Okay, we're gonna read it tonight. I think Monica the maid. So let's look at what the
It-
prizes are, because I know you add prizes. The cousin, and it's tell me who. It's obviously one of these people. The will. Oh, so it's
There's-
almost like a
there's
who done
gonna
it.
be-
Cool.
Yeah, there's going to be more. I'm going to add a couple more prizes tomorrow. I just add things periodically. It's free. It's not
Okay.
the.
Yeah,
not a
it's
$1 million
free, everybody.
prize, but it's fun, and it's like you just got to give it a chance. It's a long. It looks like a long read. It's about 20 minutes, I think, to read it, and it's really written to like a third grader could read it. It's not like a difficult read, and it's a little fun. I think you read it once, you give it a chance. It's fun. Anyone can do it, and it's really solvable. It's not
Nice.
super difficult, but it's tricky.
So
But it'll
one
be
of your-
fun. I think you should give it a chance.
One of your awesome patented 3D Bronze treasure chest replicas. Ooh, look at all this. We've got a journal, Island Gems and Treasure of the chocolate kind. Okay, that's cool itself for kids right there. Two
Right,
American
little
silver eagles, 1 ounce each.
Nice.
1 ounce of 0.999 fine silver bar, 999. That's pretty good. Two Disney. Oh, this is for Randy. Two Disney Park collections,
Nice.
collectible pins. Wasn't this Tinkerbell in the other one as well? Tell me where. The pin?
No.
Different pin?
No. I
Okay.
just put that one in. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll throw something in there. Maybe Randy will read it at least once, because there's something Tinkerbell related.
Oh, Susan B. Anthony. Oh, there's a lot of silver in this thing. Okay, awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, that's almost 2 ounces of silver, just that one. And like I said, I'm gonna add a few more things.
We got some old
tomorrow,
nickels you found in the couch.
Yeah, those are some silver war nickels.
Nice.
Oh,
I mean, one of those could have been in Forrest's pocket, but who knows?
That's true.
Oh.
Or under a gravestone. You never know.
At one point, yeah. Who knows? Those have traveled long and far.
Small
Okay.
wolf plush from Mammoth Hot Springs.
So, Mike, I'm going to make you a
Done.
deal. We were going to take we're moving out of our old place officially, like last 2 loads tonight. We're going to do 1
Oh,
load,
we got
and
hints.
I'm going to be over, and I'm going to read this to you on the way to the old house tonight.
All right. I will read it tonight because
do
now
it.
that I see it's like a
All right.
clue who done it will. That's awesome. That's a cool story. So I will check it out.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna
fun.
solve it.
It's fun, and I hope you guys do solve it. I would love for you guys to solve something. It's it would give me more street cred, right?
Okay.
And you know what'll
That's
happen is
That's it.
I'll start reading it.
Bye.
Somebody will solve it an hour before me.
You're right. But give it a
No,
shot.
no,
Yeah,
no,
let's read it.
don't think that way.
How-
It's fun, but yeah, I'm gonna get off here because everyone's gonna start throwing rocks at me. But
Well, how long's it
thank
been
you
out,
so much
3D
for
Bronze?
having me
2
on.
weeks? 3 weeks?
I don't know. I think it says at the top. Yeah. a few
Okay.
weeks.
Okay. And I'm sure people have tried, but nobody's got it yet, right? You got to figure out the password to the video.
Yeah, it's real
Okay.
easy. All the instructions, all the rules, everything's there. It's free to play. Nobody has to pay anything, and it's fun for everyone.
Wow, we got a super chat from Packer Jack. This could be a hint. It says, as I have gone in the Eleanor on Scramble, Sylvan equals in the wood, Avalanche Peak, Grizzly Peak. Oh, I see. This is for the poem. I thought this was for Tell Me Who. Sounds like he's giving us clues to the poem. The
Yeah,
Forrest Fenn poem.
Packer Jack. I never know what the hell that guy's
Yeah.
talking about, but he's a cool guy.
All right. Thanks, 3D
Okay.
Bronze. We appreciate it.
talking
And
to
I
you.
will
Thank
read
you,
it.
guys.
I will
Appreciate
read it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
check it out. All right.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye.
Okay, so
Could you
before
get your daddy on the phone?
All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so and please call in, put the number in as I finish up the Sandow case. So they were trying to get counsel appointed for them. Basically, as I understand it, they needed a free lawyer to move ahead with what I think is going to be a fraud case. But what I read of it, I couldn't really understand. They kind of made a foundation, but didn't specifically say what the allegations were. They said how much they wanted, which I don't understand why they would get San Lazaro because that's south. That's not in the search area. So I don't know enough about it. They did ask for an extension and it was granted. So I think at this point they either need to get an attorney or, it's kind of basically the judge said, okay, you don't get an attorney. So you either need to get one and step up, or they can represent themselves. But I find that virtually impossible. Or they dismiss. So I think we will see very closely or very soon which way they go, because I think they got a 21-day extension. So I don't know. I think we'll know in the next few weeks. So
Cool. Okay. You know what I just realized is I did not send the books out to our 2 winners last show. So I will do that tonight. I will get those in the mail. Thank you, everybody that participated in that. Okay, Pro Cow, who do we have?
Hey, I lost my instructions at Chaseopoly. I was hoping you guys could give me a copy.
I might just have a couple laying around.
It's Billy Shaw Jr.
Hey, Billy, how's it going?
Billy?
Good. Hey, I thought with that interview with Dan Barbarisi with you guys was awesome. You guys had between the chat and what Capro had lined up, you had all the good questions. It was really
thanks.
Nice. Thank you.
He seems like a good guy. I mean, he's Dan Barbarisi. He seems like an honest guy. He's just trying to tell the story as he got it relayed to him,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. And he said there was off the record stuff, but I think he kind of hinted at it in the interview that the off the record stuff wasn't anything that would be helpful to anyone.
Mhm, right.
And I think he almost wanted to protect himself. He set it up that way to make sure that he didn't know too much, kind of thing. I think he does know a little bit more that's off the record that may just muddy the water. I don't think he knows anything per se. But I have a question for you. I'm glad you called in. So you were the first of Dark. If you guys don't know, Good Greg. Greg has started
Good Greg.
GTC's channels back, and he's reviewing solves. And so can you tell me about, and you were the first one, right?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. So tell me about one. How long did you get? What was the interview? I have not watched them, nor I plan to, but others have been asking, like, how was your experience with it? Are you getting others communicating with you because of it? Or was it just more closure for you? Or, why'd you do it? How did it set up? And how's your experience been?
Yeah, I thought it was great. Greg runs a good show. It was, I think ours lasted maybe an hour between me, talking and Greg asking some questions. So it was good to have that. And then, I thought it was cool. And I'm looking for, I know there was one other one up there. I don't know if there's just been a third, but I mean, I don't like listening all night, but I like hearing other people solve. But Greg's just, he's such a laid back, cool guy,
Yeah.
What
and
kind of feedback
he'll
did
prepare. Yeah. What kind of feedback did you
on
get?
your solve?
Oh, no one believes me.
All right.
But you're right, though.
That's okay. It's okay. So, but I do plan on visiting the site, and I'll take video and pictures, and then y'all can figure out what you think about it.
Cool. Okay.
Nice.
Little boots on the ground. All
Wouldn't
right.
it be crazy if when Jack comes out, because eventually it's going to come out where it is, and wouldn't it be crazy that you have a video up and he like walks through it and it's exactly your spot?
That would be weird. That would be really weird, but highly unlikely. But at any rate, and I liked the 48 hours. I thought the 48 hours was pretty bad. I didn't like the 48 hours. It was like a sensationalized, TMZ kind of expose kind of thing. I just didn't.
That's what I've heard. I haven't seen it myself, but a lot of people have kind of said the same thing. Yep.
But Dan's book, I really liked Dan's book because, I wasn't really part of the search community when I started. I was kind of like a lone wolf. I mean, I had one search partner, and we wanted to avoid groupthink. And so we just pretty much stayed off. We looked for Fenn quotes and Fenn interviews, and that was it. I didn't want to get involved with what other people were thinking. I didn't want to get, drug in like 20 different directions. So I didn't know a lot of the things that Dan, brought out in the book. I didn't know, some of the people in the community that had done this or said that. And it was kind of cool to hear all that for me for the first time.
Okay, I need to chime in. I'm sorry because the chat room's getting a little. I want to say hello to Bill Gorman. We haven't seen him in a while, and he is in here, and we're all good because we're all moving ahead. I'm sorry, my good Greg comment sparked some things. I just mean that's how we affectionately know GTC. But I really, really am more laser focused on getting this, what the actual solution was and the right story. I don't care about any of the past stuff. So I'm just grateful that Bill is here. So everyone be nice and welcome Bill, because
Bill should call in if he wants.
Bill should call in. I mean,
Call us, Bill.
He is a committed person to this.
To be just for full thing, I got involved with the search community after the find, and it's been really cool. I've made new friends, and it's been fun. I really liked it. But it just wasn't something I did early on. Nothing against anybody.
Right.
But I didn't get involved into it until after the find and started talking to people. And I didn't want to tell everybody where I was looking and what I was thinking.
Right. Because they would steal your solve. That's what
right.
We're all paranoid.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. I have thick skin. I get up in front of people all the time. So no worries.
Search, scissors,
awesome.
Moses. The one thing about Bill, he's always stayed with the same solution this entire time, as far as I know.
And so did Jack. Do you see? And when Forrest was at the house with Jack, he called him Bill. But I think Bill was in a different state. I don't know that though. Okay. So anyway, this is what we have. You know how when you have that family reunion and you have just everybody, every personality, and they're your family, whether you like it or not, that's what we have. So anyway, no, I'm more pumped than ever that we might get. What do you think, Billy? Are we going to get something from Jack that's worth a damn, or all these just little breadcrumbs, and we're going to have to get it our good old fashioned way, which is lie, cheat, and steal and figure it out without this Jack? What do you think?
Yeah, I find it, maybe after he sells, I find it hard to believe that he's going to sell it without the solution.
Right.
And, and it would depend on who buys it. I imagine if he leases it to a museum, then the solve will go down, with it because he'd have no reason to release the solution at that point if it's being leased. But if someone buys it outright, they're probably going to want the solution as part of the purchase. But
they're going to want it.
They're going to want it. They're not going to get it.
He may not budge.
And that will be one more person or group of people that knows the solution if they purchase it from them. And, like Forrest said, eventually it's going to come out from somebody.
So what if Jack sells the treasure chest and let's say it's 1.2 million. And then a year later he says, okay, I'm going to sell the solution to one person and one person only. Do you think that would go for as much as the treasure chest, the solution?
Man,
or even if it's just the location,
it depends on how rich some of us fanatics are.
Right.
I mean, I'm a fanatic, but I don't have a lot of money. So, and people that have a lot of money may not be fanatics. And there's going to be a small.
But except for, I know right now, I know of 3 searchers and 1 non-searcher that's going to make a bid on the treasure chest. And they know it's going to go for, they believe, over $1 million.
Really?
They hope it goes for under, but they are prepared to bid up to $1 million. Or, I mean, they haven't told me exactly, but they've just said, yeah, it's probably in the million mark. I would think.
As a group?
No, individually. And they don't know each other, and I won't put out any.
They're going to beat each other up is why it would go over $1 million. Yeah.
So if you think that those 3 searchers, let's take out the non-searcher, those 3 searchers, I guarantee would probably pay the equivalent for the solve than for the treasure chest. I think they want the solve more. So I think it's worth it and then some, but there's some reason other than, they might get hurt on the way there, or it's not a tourist attraction.
One thing they do get for whoever buys the treasure chest is the autobiography, which nobody has seen. So that is one thing you would get as the buyer that nobody else has seen. Some people think maybe there's something about the solution or something about the location in that autobiography. I think Forrest said no, but
Jack said he asked Forrest, and Forrest said no. So then he said, why open it? Because who cares if you're just in it for the money, Jack?
Milan's got a good point. He says nobody would trust that Jack would give the real solution. So who would be crazy enough to buy the fake solution? That's true. I mean, unless Jack can prove it somehow. How do you know how do you know the solution you're buying is the right one? That's interesting.
Oh, Texas James is correcting me and saying the chest will go well over $1 million if it has the location identified 100%. And Jack has been 100% clear. It ain't coming with it. He's selling the stuff. He's not, and which includes the autobiography. So,
well,
I bet the auction will not be open to the public. Oh, sorry.
I'm going to read all my hate mail coming in right now. You guys can take a call, another call, then they can.
Okay, nice to talk to you.
Thanks, Billy.
You guys are awesome. All right.
Thanks. Bye.
I bet the auction will not be public. Jack seems to keep everything really quiet. I believe it will be, if I were to guess, it's not going to just be a private, it's going to be like at an auction house, but they just don't let anybody come in. You have to show asset. There's a process. You just don't going to walk up and say, I want to bid, so give me all the info, because everything has to be inventoried. If there are missing scissors, we're going to know it. You will be able to, it has to be appraised. That's why they get their cut. The auction houses, I believe it's going to be public, but I don't know. Okay. I'll come back to that.
Okay, Pro Cow. Who do we got?
It's going to be like,
Hello. Who's this?
This is Travis Bird. How are you?
Hey, Travis. We're good. How are you? Picture taker of the stars.
First and foremost, there's nothing wrong with TMZ. A lot of good looking people work there.
Yeah, that's true.
I have a question for you.
Okay, go, Travis.
How much money do I need to bring to Vegas when you guys have that thing in January?
Oh, the poker tournament is only $60, right? We kept it at 60, right? And then you can rebuy if you get knocked out. So really all you need, call it $120. And then there's whatever else you want to do outside of that.
The Forrest Fenn thing you guys do in January.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So it's an actual poker tournament, but then you want money for Vegas to go do whatever you want to do. So I'd say a couple hundred bucks at a minimum, probably.
Yeah.
How much is hotels there?
Now that things are open, yeah, it'll be interesting. It might be, I don't know. We'll have to see in January, and we'll have to see if we can get a discount again, like we did on the last one for people.
Yeah, and what I usually do is, so there's kind of the cheaper casinos or more budget casinos that don't have resort fees because they don't have a lot of other stuff like pools, and then it goes all the way up. And usually what I'll do is a little grid for anybody that's on any of those budgets. Here's a Motel 6. Last year it was like $60 a night, no resort fee. And then you had all the way up to Caesar's Palace for $300 a night plus $100 resort fee. So we know everybody's on a different budget. We actually even worked some campgrounds or RV hookup areas that are off the strip for people that were RVing in. So when we get a little bit closer, I will start that grid to let everybody know. And usually we try to make it in walking
distance. The
distance.
nicest hotel in Las Vegas.
Ooh, nicest.
Oh, that's expensive. You can get up to $1,000 a night, like at the Bellagio or something. And it depends if it's a weekend or if it's a weeknight. I mean, there's some very expensive places. Bally's where we do the poker
tournament. Will I be staying there?
Say it again.
How many days will I be staying there? I'm just planning this.
Right. Maybe a 3-day weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday night is what I think we recommend. And if you want to do it longer, you do it longer.
A lot of people leave though on Sunday. A lot of people come in on Friday afternoon because we start getting to know each other on Friday. And then the Saturday is the poker tournament. And then Sunday, some people stay over a little, but a lot of people leave by Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, so 3 days.
So the Bellagio is where I want to stay.
Well, it's expensive. Yes, everybody wants to stay at the Bellagio. It depends if you have the money
that's
for
where
it.
I'm going.
That's nice. That's a nice place. I think we should
party
go
in Travis's room.
That's right. Have you been to Vegas before, Travis?
1993 for WrestleMania 9. It was the worst experience of my life.
Oh, geez. What casino was that at? Or was that at UNLV, the center over there?
No, it was in a parking lot.
Oh, outside.
The WrestleMania. I graduated high school. I just figured I had $1,000 in my pocket. That's all I need.
Right.
Had to pawn my stuff in Vegas. It's the worst experience I ever had.
Well, that's not going to happen when you come to World Series of Fenn.
Well,
I'm impressing a girl. That's why I'm staying at the Bellagio.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Ulterior motives. I see. Well, we hope to see you there, Travis. It's going to be a really fun weekend.
Yeah, it will be.
And it's, what day? Because I do Sundance there, and I can't miss that. That's my money maker for the year.
Oh, Sundance in was it Utah, right? Colorado?
Yeah.
Utah.
That's where I get most of my stuff. Yeah. That's where 40% of my income comes for 1 week.
We usually do it at the end of January. There's a weekend in January we will pick. We actually have not looked at it yet this year, but we will as we get closer to it.
You can do it in the 1st of January.
Well, that's New Year's Day. That's crazy.
Yeah, and we usually do it between, let's see, the Super Bowl and the one right before the Super. There's 1 week open, and it makes rooms really cheap. We did it the week after before, and that was Valentine's Day. So a lot of searchers got mad at us because they couldn't come because they had to, stay home. So anyway,
after the thing, you can come to Utah with me, and we can do Sundance, and Leonardo DiCaprio will give you a hug.
Oh,
he might
that's
call
awesome.
you Bob, but he always calls me Bob for some reason.
That's cool. You got pictures of all those guys. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Travis.
I need a picture with you two.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yes, you do.
You'd be cool. Definitely. We do a lot of pictures that week.
Thank you for taking my call and everything. Big fan. Nice to talk to you.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I'm a fan of yours, Travis.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. We got 2 super chats. One from Chasing Indy who says, talk about the new and improved Vegas on July 24th. Well, that's the thing. That's related to Femboree, right? Isn't that what we were talking about?
And we went over that. So you need to play back this. We went over that for a good 5-10 minutes.
So Candy, basically, if they are going to do Femboree, we're not going to do the meetup in Vegas. Is that safe to say?
Basically,
because
we're waiting to hear. Everything's kind of on hold now until Desert File and Amy get back to us. That's kind of where we're at.
If somebody's going to do it, then we're not going to do the meetup in Vegas. Now, Candy, there's nothing stopping you from coming out and hanging out with us if you want to, but it may not be an actual searcher meetup. That's all.
Yeah,
Indiana
just
Jones.
like Cynthia said, how the 4 of them are heading, was it next week or we got for the June 6th anniversary, they're heading up to Yellowstone, and they're like, if you want to hang out, hang out. It's not a formal meetup, but it's like, if you just want to come hang out with us.
Okay, Pro and Cal, who do we have?
Oh, hi.
Hi, who's this?
This is Hillary
Oh, Hillary. Hey, from the
Hillary.
chat. How are you?
from the chat, and yeah, how are you guys?
We're good.
Great.
We're good. Just talking a little Forrest Fenn on a Monday night. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I first wanted to compliment you both. You are great interviewers. You did a fantastic job with Dan. A really
Oh,
great job.
Thank you.
It's a real skill. Interviewing is a real skill, and you guys have it down. So really, so far the best I've heard with him.
K-Pro does all the prep work, so I give it all the credit to K-Pro.
I don't know about that.
Oh, what a nice hubby.
And what state are you in, Hillary?
I am in Los Angeles. I'm actually
Oh,
the
LA.
wife of the
Yeah.
lawyer you had.
Oh,
on.
I remember now.
yeah.
Yeah, Tree. I remember. Hey, Hillary.
Tree.
Yeah, I
yes,
remember.
and-
I
and-
remember for sure.
Yes, he's very upset because K-Pro made a comment. She doesn't like lawyers, which I say that all the time. It's okay. He was a little insulted, but he's gotten over it.
Okay, but I do have to take it back though, because Lisa from Vegas is an attorney. Okay, up until the search, every attorney, and I can just go with my divorce attorneys because I paid my ex-husband's attorneys as well. All of them, they were just not people that I enjoyed to be around. I enjoy Lisa. I enjoy your husband. So I'm going to take it back. I am taking back what I said. I don't like
Okay. He
certain
will be
attorneys.
so happy. He will actually maybe even watch your show again, only if you can come up with a couple of really good lawyers.
Yeah, nice. We need to have him back on the show, and you need to come on the show.
Yeah.
Too.
Well, and I asked
No,
actually a question of Hillary
yeah,
that
go
asked of
ahead,
him.
sorry.
Yeah. It's funny. Yeah, no, please keep going. Sorry.
Oh, well, no, I was going to say, yes, I will come on the show because, I have a treasure hunt with my partner, Sean, coming up in a couple of months. But
That's right.
We'll talk about that later. So I'm really excited about that.
Breaking news, everybody. Hillary's got a treasure hunt coming up. And
some of you might know my partner, Sean Cronin. He lurks around the chat room sometimes. He's really smart. And it's going to be really fun. I think you guys will like it.
Awesome. We can't
Now-
wait to hear the details. Yeah.
Now, Hillary, do
But
you
I
know?
wanted to
Sorry, I didn't mean.
go ahead.
Do you know about this new LA hunt that's going on? Mike just posted it yesterday. Did you see it? I just want to make sure that you do not miss out on your bar of gold.
I have no idea about it. Tell me.
So in the Facebook group, in the Cowlazars and K-Pro's Grand Adventure, I saw a news article that somebody's giving away a bar of gold. It was in LA, right?
Yeah.
So I don't have details. I just posted, but look at I will figure out the news article. I'll put it in the chat if you want to check it out because you live there. I mean, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm going
Yeah,
now.
let me
I'm
see.
hanging up and looking for it right now.
Nice.
So I did want to address one thing. I wanted to address the 48 hour show because a lot of people are complaining about it and what they focused on.
Mhm.
And so I just wanted to say that, of course, it's
Mike, you muted and I can't hear her.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry
can you-
about that.
can
Go
you-
ahead. Sorry about that. Keep going.
Can you hear me now, guys?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So, of course, it was an awful thing, and my thoughts and prayers go to the family. But I have to say, if, you're familiar with any of those types of shows, all the Datelines
Mhm.
and 2020s of the world, that's what they focus on. It's all about death and murder. And, by the way,
Right.
it's always the spouse, just saying, or
Yeah.
the girlfriend or boyfriend.
That's
Be
true.
careful, guys. So, for the people that are saying, "Oh, I'm so disappointed," I guess maybe they just don't know that show so well because that's what that show does. So maybe
That's a
if you
good
want
point.
to get a more positive side,
Mhm.
go on the Today Show or CBS Sunday Morning or one of the
Yeah.
other shows that don't focus on death. So I just kind of
Yeah.
want to make that point.
And I don't
Yeah.
watch TV at all. Well, actually, Mike just got me into our first new show that I'm watching. But I
Mayor
don't
of Easttown on HBO.
Mayor of Easttown. It's really good, guys. But it's a good point. I'm not used to those. So if it's sensationalizing or that they always go negative and just that they kind of did what they normally do, it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's always
Yeah.
about a death or a murder, usually a murder. That's what
Right.
it's usually always about. So,
Okay.
yeah. So
And why should we
I
have
just think
expected
maybe-
anything different, right? From 48 hours. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah, exactly. So, And I happen to like those shows. I don't know what that says about me, but.
So look in the chat, Hillary. There, I put the link. Bobby says every other weekend they're doing this. They're giving away some kind of a gold bar. So look at that. It's a Los Angeles CBS local thing. I think that's the news article anyway. And let us know if you look at it or if you do it and actually find one. That'd be great. Let us know.
Thank you. I think I will have to tell my son. He loves gold. He pans for gold.
Oh, that'd be great.
He knows more about coins and gold than anyone I know. So yeah, thank you for telling me. It'll be a great activity. I'm glad I finally got to talk to you in person, and I am going to go right now and tell Tree you apologize.
Oh, wait, Hillary, there's one more thing. I was reminded in the chat. We did have an attorney actually marry us who was a searcher. I take it back. So that means a majority of lawyers I know are good people. So I apologize 3 times over.
Well, I'm just kidding because, I probably dig lawyers. When I say dig, I mean in the sense, dig in a bad way more than anyone. But Tree's a good guy, and I do know a lot of good lawyers that are nice people. So,
all right, here's a joke you can tell Tree. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What's the difference between a good lawyer and a bad lawyer? A bad lawyer can let a case drag out for several years, and a good lawyer can make it last even longer. So there it is. Hey,
That's
all
great.
right.
I love it. I'm going to tell it to him. I can't wait to talk to you guys again when Sean and I have our treasure hunt. And thanks for all the good things you do. You guys are really entertaining. So
thank you, Hillary.
Have a good night.
And we're looking
All
forward to
right.
the treasure hunt for sure. Definitely
Thank you.
come on
Thank
the
you.
show and give us the details.
Nice.
We will.
Okay.
Bye.
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 So we did have some super chats. Indiana Jones with the $5 super chat says the wrath of God is really the love of God experienced by a fool. That's deep. All right. That's pretty deep. And then we got a $20 super chat from Billy Shaw Jr. He says, thank you, K-Pro and Kyle, for your show. It's cheaper than my therapist. Thanks for taking in us stray dogs. So thanks, Billy Shaw. We do appreciate the super chat. And we appreciate you guys watching and calling in because that's what the show is. It's for all of us together. And a super chat from our—
No, just skip that one. Skip that one.
Watching K-Pro backpedal, Copper Dan says, this should give Greg something to talk about. Hashtag Greg sucks. What does he mean by backpedal? On what?
When I interrupted
you
and
want to
said
go into
things,
it, it's up to you.
no, it's like I really do now understand. I get embroiled in some of it, but I right now am ignoring all of it. Usually when people send me a link and say, you got to watch this part because they said something, blah, 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 I'm not right now. Not only am I totally back to work, we're finishing the move, but there's some really interesting actual things going on in the chase, meaning some things that Jack's saying, some things that I think some people in the know are saying. I think we just need to keep focused on that. So no, I have nothing to say to that. Those shenanigans, isn't he the guy that just started Scissorgate single-handedly? Isn't that drama person that you're talking about? I don't talk to Copper Dan.
All right, I cut the phone lines off because me and K-Pro got to do something tonight. We actually got to get out of here and do something. So thank everybody who called in. Thank you guys for tuning in. This Thursday, Treasure Hunting Amusement Park, Bart K from the Hunt for History is going to be on live to give you some details on his treasure hunt. The week after that, we have a searcher coming on to highlight their treasure hunt next Thursday. And I may just talk K-Pro into doing another PowerPoint for next Monday's show. We'll see. The two who won the Dan Barbarisi's book, I will get it out tomorrow, I promise. And thanks everybody.
Yeah, and
Memorial Day weekend.
I actually eventually read this whole. I power read to get the interview content.
You should read the whole thing. Yeah,
I want to sit and actually enjoy it because these are our people. I will affiliate with some. I was there along the way with some, and all of that. So yes.
Well, and I recently got to the part of about the coin. Some people criticize the coin. Some people criticize the worthless piece of paper topo maps. Everything has value if somebody's interested in it. But and I appreciate that Dan basically put in the book what I did in the video, which my response was the coin is good for the chase. The coin will be around hundreds of years from now. My boys have their coins. They'll give it to their kids, etc. So in my opinion, it's a compliment to the chase. But if you don't like it, you don't have to buy one. I mean, to me, it's that simple. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. It doesn't affect you and your thrill of the chase. But anyway, why
no, it's okay if the coin was made, just not by a small business or entrepreneur or searcher.
Like Forrest Fenn.
Some people only like the Walmarts of the world. Hashtag insane. Sorry.
Bobby D, the next Zoom, we will do one Thursday. After Thursday's show, I'll do an open Zoom. It has been a while since we did one. And I will read 3D Bronze Tell Me Who.
Like Albert says, stay weird all.
And you were talking about shows. Somebody in the chat a while ago said watch The Boys on Amazon Prime. That's the show I've been watching. It's pretty good. It's pretty crazy, but it's pretty good. It's about superheroes, but they're bad superheroes. So I like it.
Oh,
it's
that's what you put on last night. That was
Yeah.
crap. And that other one,
That was crap.
he's like, oh, there's a new zombie thing coming out. And
Army of the Dead on Army of the Dead on Netflix.
Don't watch it. No one should watch this show. As I'm walking by, I hear the oldest say, "So they're sawing off her head now." I said,
zombie.
It's time for bed.
It's a little too much for the kids. I should have caught myself on that one, but
don't do it.
USA China says Mike and K Pro, the mysterious missing package DeForest signed Ramirez has been identified. Thank you so much. Oh, that's awesome, Sam.
That is awesome.
Did they get it, or you mean you just know where it is? That's cool. So that's awesome.
Sam, was my package there too?
Oh yeah, Legend has it Zoom. I know we have fallen behind on that one for sure. So yeah, we could do that. We could do that Thursday. Legend has it Zoom. For the group that have been working on it, we could get together and see where we're at. Legend Has It is still out there. Supreme Seek is still out there. Dolos, Enigma of Dolos is still out there. 3D Bronze Tell Me Who. There's other rides. They're there.
No, here's a new ride. Here's the new ride. You ready? You ready? The number one in the amusement park. The solution to the Forrest Fenn poem.
I get it.
Not the treasure chest. Not Jack's story.
The solution.
The solution. There's my new there. We opened up a new one. There we go.
So next month, that zombie show is terrible. Next Monday, are we doing a show? It is Memorial Day weekend after all. Next
we'll
Monday
decide that by
Memorial
Thursday.
Day.
Right now, I'm day to day. Work is crazy. I don't know. I've had a little bit of time with sabbatical, so I was able to get some stuff researched and stuff. But right now, I'm back to full-time work, but the kids are done with school on Wednesday. Anybody who has done this remote learning COVID crazy year, I shout out to you. And we're going to make it by Wednesday. Life will be better. So anyway.
Hey, now that the sun went down, look, we have it's the lighting problem is when the sun's up. So I'll have to figure something out.
Oh, damn sun. Can you just schedule that different?
Now, Packer Jack reminds me that The Boys, the show, is actually a comic book. That could be a series I collect. It's based off a comic book. And I wonder, is it still ongoing, Packer Jack, or did they end it? But I really like the series. I should check the comic book out for sure.
Bobby says, but there isn't a way to prove 100% that you are right. The way I'm doing it, yes, there is. If you are just trying to get your own solution to the Forrest Fenn and say, oh, I went out there and there was like dirt, you're right. But the way I'm doing it, there will be confirmation.
Okay, you guys just have to stay tuned and try and figure out what K-Pro's talking about. Make sure you thumbs the video up. We have 30 thumbs up. I appreciate it. Make sure you share the video with your friends. Tell other people about it if they were interested in the Thrill of the Chase or they're interested in treasure hunts. We've got the Entente Cordial. We've got Crack. There's so many other treasure hunts we can talk about. There may even be a grand adventure coming up this summer. We'll see. I got some ideas. It's just trying to get moved in and get settled, and then we can work on important
life. It always happens, but we make time for the things that we want to. I have a great idea of one. I have about 8 pages written of it, and then I haven't touched it in a month. So I'm working on it.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Subscribe, thumbs up, and Thursday's show, Hunt for History. Old treasure hunt, but new if it's new to you. So we will talk about that, and Thrill the Chase community. It continues on. Get those thumbs up, cupcakes.
Oh, wait. One last thing.
Uh-oh.
I am so sorry because are we still live?
Yes, we're still live. Greg, the good Greg. Yeah, we're still.
Good Greg. So I was starting a show with him every week. Now that I'm back to school, all of these things that are happening, I'm not going to be joining him consistently. I might be able to jump in here and there, but he looks like he's going to go a different way. So check in with him on Wednesday. He has some good content planned. I'm just not going to be able to break apart time. Though it just looks like we just jump on and wing it, there's a lot of prep work involved, especially with different people and pulling stuff. And so anyway, I just wanted to say shout out to Dark Good Greg that was so nice that we were partnering up, and I just knew if I'm already in the hard part of, and I have some travel coming up and things, so I gracefully bowed out. But I wanted to give a huge shout out to him to please go over and subscribe. Dark on there, please subscribe to him and watch him. Let's see where he goes.
Backyard Barbecue says, what about the anagrams? Is that on Thursday? No, it won't be Thursday, but I would like to do a future show on what we can do with the poem. The coincidences or intentional things we can do with the poem. That'll be a good show, and I could spend an hour talking about it. So subscribe and stay tuned because I'll get that set up for a future show. Yeah. Okay, everybody.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
3D Bronze, Tell Me Who. Go check it out. We'll see you next time. Have a good week, everybody.